All right, all right, all right. Looks like we are live. We are live. Good, good. All right. Let me get everything situated here. Let's see. Yep. All right, there we go. Yep. Let's see. All right. All right. I need to stop saying all right so much. What's everybody doing tonight? Who's all in here? Drop a comment. Say something. Talk to me. We got a lot of cool stuff to talk about tonight. We got a lot of cool things to talk about tonight. Poop. Josh Center's coming in there with a big poop. That's, I don't know what you want to discuss about that. I know it stinks and usually just kind of gets in the way, but... Oh, wait, you're talking about Fortnite. That's right. Okay, I know. I get it now. You're talking about Fortnite. Tony, all right. Tony's here. Good deal. Haven't seen you in a while, Tony. How you been? Awesome. Tony and Josh, this is all we need right here. I got my two main guys behind me, so... What's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody into? All right, I guess we're going to be antisocial. I'm going to go ahead and get my thing warmed up here so we can cover this material. All right, that looks good. That looks good. Jeff Hansen, you have a chance to look at OHGI. No, I have not yet. I wrote it down on my list, and I have a really long list, but... You know, I plan to get to all this stuff. Josh, not much. Tony might be buying some GIS and fun stock tomorrow. Becky, hello all. All right, great. Fantastic. We got some people in here. So what I'm going to do tonight, guys, is I'm going to go over my M1 Finance portfolio. I'm going to tell you some of my channel plans. And then I'm going to, you know, sign off, take comments and hang out with everybody a little bit and then sign off. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. All right, so let's see. Last week when we had that big dip, we had that 800-point drop in the stock market or the Dow Jones. I, in a hurry, opened up an M1 Finance individual portfolio, and I deposited some money, funded it, and bought stocks as fast as I possibly could. And Friday, they actually all my positions covered, or they, you know, I bought into the stocks midway through the day Friday. So I'm still adjusting to that with M1. I don't like the fact that you can't just buy them immediately. I like to, you know, like if I get in my TD or my Fidelity or Robinhood account, any of my trading accounts, I can buy a stock as soon as I click the button. M1 does not have that. You have to put in for a buy order, and then it takes a while for it to execute. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, I have turned the auto investing feature off, okay? Because I want to be able to pull the trigger when the market is declining, and I'm going to have to try and time it in a way, like if I start seeing a big pullback, I need to buy somewhere in that. And that's how I'm going to operate this. This is for the subscribers to watch and, you know, observe. And if you want to trade alongside me too, that would be great. but we're only going to be investing on the dips. Okay, so I've turned the auto invest off because I have $100 in the portfolio in stocks, and then I have $100 in cash on the sidelines. Okay, and we'll get into that in just a minute, but first I want to start going over the positions, and I'll kind of tell you where we're at. So my first one, Google Class A. I just can't get enough Google stock. All right, so I have Google stock in my Robinhood. I have Google stock in my other M1 retirement account. I have Google stock in my TD Ameritrade account, and now I have it in this M1 finance portfolio. That's how much I love Google. Okay, I love me some Google. And I spent $20 on Google at $1,113. That's a really good price. It dipped down nice and low, and we got a good price on that. Okay. Then my other biggest position is Amazon. And I really, really like that we got in under $1,800 on Amazon, because as the markets recover, I think we're going to see Amazon's going to push way past 2,000. So I'm those are my two biggest positions, is Amazon and Google. Okay, and I feel like we got in at a really good price. Those are really the focal point. You know, they make up 40% of the portfolio. So I'm really happy that I got in on some good prices there. Okay, JP Morgan Chase. I have 10% in JP Morgan Chase. They reported earnings on Friday, and they dipped back 1%. So we got in a little cheaper than I actually anticipated to. When I actually pulled the buy trigger on this, I actually got in a little cheaper as the day went on. So we got in at $107.73 on JP Morgan Chase, and we're going to get almost a 3% dividend. So that is my favorite bank. I'm glad we got into JP Morgan where we did. NVIDIA. So we got in NVIDIA under $250. That's where my target, that's where I was shooting for. So we got in NVIDIA $248, and we're going to yield a 0.26 dividend, which isn't much, but NVIDIA is a huge growth stock, so I'm okay with that. Of course, you know, Google, Amazon don't pay a dividend because they are monstrously growth. GDX. Okay, now GDX, I feel like I paid a little much for. However, this is a gold stock. This is a gold ETF. I featured it in my 3 stocks to buy for October. So this is really just risk protection right here. Okay, and most of the time we're going to buy into this portfolio when the market is way down. So we're probably going to pay a premium for GDX. However, I pick up shares of gold in my other portfolios. Okay. So that is the one thing I don't like about M1 is the accuracy of the trades and the speed. You know, the immediate confirmation, the immediate buy. That's the one thing I don't like about M1. But it's, you know, it doesn't cost you any money to trade, and they have a great referral program. And I pretty much, it really will dummy proof. You can get exposure to all these expensive companies. You know, like I said, $5, $10 at a time. I got $5 in MJ. We got in at $38.90. That feels a little high from what I've paid for it in the past. I was buying shares of MJ in the low 20s, but this is our first position. We're going to get 2.78% dividend, and we're going to pay a 0.79% expense ratio. But I do like the $38 price tag because I think, you know, October 17th is coming this week. Marijuana is going to be legalized in Canada. So I think the pot stocks are really set up to run this week. I'm anticipating a big run this week. And then, of course, Apple. I got a lot of grief. I guess not a lot. I got a little bit of grief for only putting 5% in Apple. But I do feel like the price is a little high on Apple. Okay? I wanted to, you know, I keep saying I'm going to get more Apple when it pulls back. When it pulls back. Well, Apple is just not pulling back. And it really didn't even get hit that hard on the big pullback the other day. So I might put more into Apple if I see it pulling back. You got to remember 2.5 years ago, Apple pulled back to almost $90. And that was really the time to load up on Apple. That's when Warren Buffett jumped in Apple. And Apple's going to pay us a 1.36% dividend yield. And then, of course, Alibaba. Okay, so we got in Alibaba at $146.57. I think Alibaba is going to continue to drop a little bit lower. I think we're going to see it cheaper. Like I said, I don't think we've hit a bottom on this stock or anywhere near it. So that's why I'm comfortable putting just $5 at a time in Alibaba. But that's a pretty decent price. That's, you know, Alibaba was up over $200 this time last year. So I feel like we're getting a good discount there. MasterCard. I love that we got in $200 right here. I absolutely love that. Okay, so MasterCard pulled back. It's one of my favorite stocks. A lot of people like Visa. I thought about putting Square or PayPal in here, but I love MasterCard, like I said, because it's stable, it's steady, and we're going to get a dividend. So we're not going to be all over the place. I can handle that a little bit better. I guess I don't want to advertise that kind of volatility on my channel, where a stock or a Square and a PayPal, or you got to have an iron stomach to really hold those stocks long term. That's what made me go with MasterCard. Take-Two Interactive, my favorite video game stock. We got in at $128. I'm thrilled to death about that. Of course, no dividend, but I love that we got in Take-Two under $130. Disney. Okay, so Disney, what we're really doing here, guys, we're anticipating the streaming package that they're going to launch next year that's going to rival Netflix, and we got an average price of $112.81. So I'm thrilled to death about that. We're going to get a 1.49% dividend on Disney, and I think this stock is set to outperform next year once that streaming package comes out. And then PPA. We got in at $57.52, which I like that as well, because I just paid a little over $60 a share for it on Robinhood the other day. A couple days before this, I paid $60.15 or something like that for a couple shares on Robinhood. So I love that we got in at $57 here. And so the expense ratio is about 0.6 and the dividend is about 0.71. Those almost cancel each other out. But I love all the companies that PPA represent. I need to do a video on them so I can show you, go into more details about all of the exposure you get to the defense stocks there. All right, so let's move on. Okay, now let's talk about my plans for this portfolio right here. So I have $100 invested. I have $100 on the sidelines. Now this is the cool part. Any money, excuse me, any money I make from YouTube is going right into this portfolio. Okay, so ad revenue, and my brokerage affiliate links. So like I post my Robinhood link, my M1 Finance link, Webbull, and Coinbase. So any money I make from people using those links, I'm just gonna funnel it right back into this account and invest it before your eyes. Okay, and also I don't have any other plans in the short term, but as time goes on, I'll grow other revenue streams from this YouTube channel, and like I said, it's all going to funnel into this M1 Finance portfolio. And we might broaden out and get into like a swing trading account and a day trading account, but for now, I just want to focus on teaching people how to invest properly. Okay, so we bought in a big dip. We didn't get the rock bottom. That kind of sucks. But we did get in a dip on most of these stocks, which I'm very happy about. Okay. Another thing too, if any of you all want an M1 Finance portfolio, would like to trade beside me, trade with me, I'm going to have a link in my description box, and I'll also have a link down in the comments section. You can click on that link and sign up, and once you fund your account, you will get $10 free of stock, and I'll get $10 free of stock deposited right into this account. So that is a really cool thing. If you want to get involved with that, you know, it's a benefit for both of us. I think you have to fund it up to $100 before you'll get the $10 free of stock. But It's a pretty good program. I've gotten a couple in my IRA, but I've switched my links, so now it's, any kind of referral links will come to this account. So any $10 I get off of that will just come straight to the cash balance here on this account. So, if you don't want to, don't do it. But if you want an M1 portfolio, you want to start setting one up, they're really great. Like I said, the big advantage to me is getting in the expensive stocks, getting in Google and Amazon, Nvidia, Apple, Alibaba, MasterCard, all these stocks over $100, $200. Of course, Google and Amazon. Amazon's $1,700 a share. Google is $1,100 a share. That's why M1 Finance, you can't beat it, because you get raw exposure to the stock without, if all you have is $5, you can buy $5 of Google if that's what you want to do with it. So the benefits are outstanding there. So check out that link in my description box or in my comment section if you want to take advantage of that. Now I'm going to jump back over to scene one, and I'm going to answer a few questions. And I got to go pick up my son in about 10 minutes, so I don't have a heck of a lot of time. All right, let's see. OHGI, yeah, that's on my list. I have a big list. I have some more things coming out about that later down the road. Let's see. Eating A. You're eating A. Okay, figured we'll stop by and say hello. Hey, Medina, good to see you. What have you been up to? You ready to trade in the morning? Gotta love being able to buy 1% of a stock, Amazon and Google. Yes, I know. That's why I love M1 so much, guys, is because you can jump in, like I said, the expensive stocks. You can get exposure to them without spending a bundle. It's great. I love it. It's great for investing. It's not really something you want to trade with. It is something that you can invest with, though. The Radimus says, thank you. Thanks to you, I also started looking at M1 to create a Roth IRA. Awesome. Awesome. If you decide that you want an account, you want to use my link, you'll get 10 free dollars. So that'd be awesome. What's your opinion on AirAsia stock? I'll have to look into that. I'm not very familiar with AirAsia stock. I look, the airlines that I have traded or own would be Love, I like American Airlines, and JetBlue is another one. But I would have to write that down and look at that. So what was the one up here? Let's see. Jeff Hansen had OHGI. I do have that on my list already, but I'm going to write it down again. And then Eric, AirAsia. Very good. Very good. The other nice thing is that you can make portfolios within a portfolio. My main M1 is divided in technology, dividend, payment, and undervalued stocks. Yeah, Tony, Tony has a real good mind for investing. He does really, really good. And I've always been impressed with your approach to investing. Yeah, this portfolio I have, like I said, I try to diversify it the best I could. It's basically geared towards growth, though. Amazon, Google, that's the two companies I want the most exposure to. Of course, JP Morgan Chase. And, I've got some defense in there, but it's mostly high growth. I got software companies. I've got Disney in there, Nvidia. But, yeah, it's really geared towards, high growth. So, let's see. Worth More Gaming. That's my son. So, yeah, we have a gaming channel. I'm going to start streaming on soon. I'm still working on cleaning up the channel a little bit. But that's something I'm going to do, me and my son. Actually, he's done all the uploading to it. And he's going to work on that a lot more than I am. But I am going to do that once in a while, leisurely. But I'm not going to lose focus on my investing channel. This is just secondary, kind of something fun for me and my son to do together. But you all can go over there and check that out if you want. How long are you streaming today? Actually, I'm leaving in about 5 minutes, so 5 more minutes probably. I use M1 for my Roth. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I love M1. I have a Roth M1 finance account, and I have an individual. The individual one is for the channel. That's the one I'm going to be investing in for the channel. And then the Roth IRA, that's just, I picked up shares in that too the other day. It's a little different though. So what undervalues Tony Batu? PAC has been a good stock for me. Yeah, absolutely. PAYC is a good stock. Absolutely. It's been on my radar for a while. I don't own any, but it has been on my radar for a while. Let's see. Admit Killer says, hi. Hello. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. I haven't had a chance to talk to you much. How are you? Glad to see you live streaming. Levon is here. All right. Levon Sizemore is here. Great. I'm so happy to see you, man. Like, did you ever, what'd you ever do with all your crypto coins, man? Are you still holding? I would keep holding all my cryptocurrency during the lull, because it's going to come back one of these days. I'm still holding a lot of crypto. Any clue which stocks will go up the most on Wednesday when Canada legalizes weed? Maybe Tilray. Any other Canadian-based weed stocks? Yeah, absolutely. Aurora, Tilray, MJ, the ETF. I could see Kronos. I'm gonna make a video in the morning too, guys. It's a marijuana stock I've really got my eye on. So make sure you watch the video I put out first thing tomorrow. But yeah, all of them. I think all the stocks will run. All the marijuana stocks will run this week, in my opinion. I'm not for sure, but in my opinion, I think they're all going to run this week. But yeah, you could probably see quite a bit of movement out of Tilray, CGC, Aurora. The list goes on. Let's see. I have so many pot stocks and positions. Let me tell you a few more I like. Yeah, Cara Therapeutics, BioRaid Lab Technologies. Let's see, David's Tea, Emerald Health Therapeutics, GW Pharmaceuticals, Horizons. Let's see, IGC, Kush, MJNA, New Beverage Corporation. I've made a video about New Beverage this week, or last week. Orogenics, Planet 13, The Green Organic Dutchman Holdings. And I know I've already mentioned Tilray a few times. All right. Into it. All right. Josh Centers, HODL. That's right. Keep holding them coins, guys. They ain't going anywhere. Give it time. Give it time. Buy them while they're cheap. I wouldn't invest a lot of money into them, but I would have some. Okay. So I remember I had a lot of Litecoin. When it spiked up real high, I sold into half positions. I took a lot of that money, put it in the stock market, but I still hold a lot of that, and I'm adding on these lower levels. So yeah, don't sleep on cryptocurrency. I have a whole video about that. Let's see. I'm doing well, thank you. What is your opinion on Neo and Pura? Let's see. I've already done a live chat on Neo. Pura, I'll have to write that down. I have about 1 minute and I gotta go. I would consider GIS an undervalued stock right now, but that's just my perception. Yeah, I agree with Tony. General Mills it's been beat down a lot. I don't quite know what direction they're going in, but it is a good value dividend play. Tyler says, sweet, thanks for the input. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. I have to go. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Like I said, if you want an M1 Finance portfolio and you want $10 free of stock, feel free to use my link. Let's get this trading thing started. I'm so ready for tomorrow because I hate the weekends and I love Monday. I love weekdays because the market's open, and I hate weekends because there's no stock market. So, awesome. Everyone have a good time.